Hello, it's Chris Stafford again, and I'm going to do another video. I was pleasantly surprised with my first video. I enjoyed doing it, and I've been looking and learning and trying to find out more about videos, so I'll hopefully make this one look just a slightly bit more professional than the last one, which was very, very amateurish, as it was my first. So this time I'm going to look at a pen I've had for a little while. It's a Parker. It's a Parker Vacumatic. It's from Canada. It's got the you can't probably see here, but the inscription there. Remove the blind cap. It's an inscription which is just here, which has the code 53, which means it was made in 1953, so it's just a couple of years older than I am, which is remarkable. So it's 60 years old this year. Got a lovely 14 carat gold nib. I'm sure you won't be able to it won't focus, but it's very, very fine. It's slightly italic. It's not very flexy, but it certainly gives it a different sort of effect to writing to my normal broad nibs, which I tend to prefer. Picked this one up off eBay. It was bundled with another pen and looked very reasonable, so I took a wing on it, and I've been very pleasantly surprised. It is a piston filler in the end here. It's currently full of Ackerman's Bezien wooden groin, which is I'm not very good at Dutch, so I think it's something to do with green wood forest green ink. It's a lovely nice sort of cross between an emerald and an olive. I'm very partial to the ink, quite like it, which is probably just as well. I've got a huge bottle of it. Keep me going for the rest of my life, and all my children, and my children's children probably, if they're if they're as prolific in writing as I am. It does plunge. It took several goes to get it going, and I do suspect I need to get it serviced or operated on, because it did tend to leak a little bit around here, so I had to unscrew this bit here and put a little bit of silicone grease around there and tighten it up to prevent it from leaking. So there's obviously a problem inside the pen, and another little problem is the little jewel at the end has fallen off, so I really do have to find someone to repair this for me. I love this finish with this sort of sheen where it goes dark and then light and dark and light. I think that's absolutely gorgeous, really is. And you've got a nice little band there with a little bit of detailing on it, and a little panel in it as well. So really excellent. Very, 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 very pleased with the pen. Very, very impressed with it. Just do a little bit of writing with it, just to show you guys how it works. So say it's it does tend to dig in a little bit. It's got a little bit of an edge on it, so it can go very fine. And this is a Rhodia dot pad, which I've started to use. Very impressive. Lovely satiny smooth paper, Parker Vacumatic, and this is the finish. I've learnt from the internet, marvellous facilities on the internet for finding out, is Golden Pearl, and it's Canadian, from 1953. As you can see, the nib it's lovely. It gives a lovely wet line when you just spread it out. Look at that. Hey. But when you want to write very finely, it just does the job. So you can get a very fine writing, but it's got that slight italic edge to it. But it won't flex at all. If you try to flex it, you get a sort of a medium to broad line out of it. But normally, just writing very lightly, loosely, it's a little bit scratchy. You can probably hear it, but it really is most impressive. But there, it's just digging a little bit on the way back there. It just cuts in a little bit. So I do have to get it looked at and get it seen to. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little look at a rather nice Parker Vacumatic. You can find these on eBay. They crop up fairly regularly, but and they're not overly expensive. An exciting and interesting find. And thank you for listening to me again.